Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Friday session for English. Okay, just want to say a massive well done for this week. I know it's very, very different teaching in this kind of way, doing our work at home, but you are all doing a fantastic job. Really, really well done. We are really, really proud of you. Okay, so hopefully today you will have already written your narrative from Farjak or When a Gentleman Strides into the House. Okay, if you haven't finished it yet, don't worry too much. Try and spend some of today finishing it. Remember, yesterday I only wrote about 4 or 5 sentences for my narrative, and that's all we really expect from you today. Okay, so what we are going to do today is we're going to now go through and start to edit our work and check that our work makes sense. Okay, so we call this checking our work for the non-negotiables, the things that should be in our work regardless, all the time. Okay, so we're going to go back through and check your work for non-negotiables by deepening your thinking, okay, so that we can ensure our work flows and is well presented. When we say our work flows, it just means to make it make sense. When we're reading it, it makes sense to the reader, okay, it makes sense to our audience. Okay, so I want you to do these couple of things first. What I would like you to do is just go through your work and have you used capital letters at the start of your sentences? Have you remembered to use capital letters for their names as well? So, for example, we've got Mesopotamian blue, that is the breed of the cat, and that Farjak is. That needs to be in capital letters, as does Farjak. Okay, so just go through your work and firstly check, have you used capital letters at the start of your sentence? Okay, then I want you to go through, have you used an appositive? If so, can you check that you have got a comma before and a comma after your appositive? Okay, remember in our work from Monday where we looked at appositives, you need a positive before, so the appositive comes after your subject, but before your verb. And also check that your appositive does not contain a verb. Remember, if it contains a verb, then it makes it a predicate, not an appositive. And finally, have you used those features of tension and suspense? So have you used short sentences? Can you locate the subject and the verb within your short sentences? Do they still make sense? And for and then for your similes and metaphors, remember a simile needs to have like or as in order to make it a simile, and a metaphor is. You need to say that it is something, a wave of fear. Okay, so making the object something else, not by comparing, by saying that it basically is. Firstly, I just want you to pause the video here and can you go through all of those things with your own narrative? Okay, so once you've gone all through those things, you've got a little bit of one challenge to do. So here I've given you a bit of a punctuation challenge. Now I've given you the same sentence twice. Okay, you can challenge yourself by using this sentence. So I've written, the stranger, a giant mysterious figure, stalked into the house, Farjak felt his fur stand on end as the identical cats brushed past him. Can you locate where you need to put the punctuation in there? I'm missing quite a lot of punctuations in there. I've already spotted that there might be an appositive in there. I've spotted where the clause ends and a new sentence starts. So can you go through and put some punctuation into that sentence? All you need to do is rewrite this sentence in your box set book. So what I'm going to ask you to do, where you wrote your narrative from yesterday, can you now write challenge, leave a line, write challenge, underline it, and can you just rewrite the sentence using the correct punctuation in the correct places? Now, if you need a little bit of support, that's absolutely fine. So what I've done here is I've rewritten that whole sentence, but this time I've used the correct rainbow grammar colours. So I can see that I've got my subject, I've got my appositive, and I've got a verb. Now I just need to remember, what do I need? What kind of punctuation do I need within my appositive? And I can see I've got a new subject here. So somewhere, this sentence must have to stop somewhere. Okay, so go through and can you just have a look at rewriting those sentences with the correct punctuation? The punctuation that you're looking at is going to be a comma and full stops. So where do the sentences end and where do I need a comma? And that is your challenge today. Okay, so by the end of this lesson, you should have gone through, finished your narrative. If you have not yet finished, I would like you to check your work for the non-negotiables. When we say non-negotiables, does it make sense? Is it nice and neat? Okay, have you used your best handwriting as well? Are all your letters sitting on the line? And finally, your challenge. Miss a line in your book, write challenge and underline it, which I'm going to do now. And finally, rewrite the sentence, only this one sentence, okay, with the correct punctuation. Okay, and show us your work via Castojo, either on your portfolio or as a message. Right, I will see you very, very soon. And let me just stop the recording there. Bye, everybody.